All right, green, black, undergrowth, or Golgarbage, as a couple of people have referred to it as, which is a funny name that I've been repeating. So basically, this is a deck that's aiming to use Stitcher Supplier to drop a bunch of turds into the graveyard, and then we've got a couple of Golgari Raiders here as surprise, hasty effect, and then we've got Molderhulk along with Memorial to Folly to grind a little bit. So I believe it was Gabe Nassif worked on this archetype a little bit, but I'm sure a bunch of different people have played it, worked on it, and tuned it. So let's dive in. It's our last day of existing standard on Arena, so this is going to be my only video game day this week until we get the new set on Thursday. The Broken Lawyer, thank you for the 7-month resub. I appreciate that. Welcome back. Hope you had a good weekend. Good morning to you too. It's going to be all Arena today. We've got like 6 or 7 decks in the queue I want to get through. And then tomorrow and Wednesday, we're going to do Modern and Legacy on Magic Online. And then Thursday, we will have the new cards on Arena. Gotta climb the ladder quick. Nope. Big old cup of nope. It's not particularly exciting, but it's like tapped land into Stitcher Supplier, tapped land on 2, into Reaper on 3. Stitcher Supplier is actually great here. Just like put some value in my discard pile and like trade with the Sky Marcher. Hope the movement went well. It did, Thomp, and thank you for the congrats. Hope you had a good weekend yourself. Thanks for the 9 months. Welcome back. Thanks for the Prime support. I heard this stream was the place where you do things for money on camera and hence a relationship was born. What's going on, goalie? Welcome back. Thanks for the 3rd of the year. I appreciate it. It is pretty easy, Midnight Reaper. They're likely going to attack with the Danto Vanguard next turn, and I'd like to chump block here, make them pay 4, and then we get to draw a card. The Legion has landed, chat. Hey, the gang's all here. My poor Midnight Reaper. Yeah, goalie, the new house is swell. Everything's gone well. We got a bunch of snow dumped on us over the weekend, and I definitely had like a 2-foot snowdrift in front of my door. At my garage door, because we had really bad winds too, so that was fun to dig out of. I might have dug the driveway out enough to get the car out, and then like gone and bought a snowblower. I was like, I'm not doing this again. What's going on, Sarnak? Yeah, I started a little bit earlier than I have been today. I think I'm gonna be starting. I think I'm still getting a feel for like what the optimal schedule is. I have been looking at my viewer data based on how many people I have watching when, and I think starting a little bit earlier makes more sense based on when my peak viewer count's been happening. So I did 9 to 5 a bunch of the days last week. I think I'm gonna move that up slightly and do 8 to 4. So it's 8 a.m. local time for me right now. The SCG, you mean? I watched a little bit of the SCG. So this costs 5. However, the Stitcher Supplier is pretty likely to put a thing in the bin, right? So I can go Supplier plus Molderhulk here. Well, the best laid plans and all that. Awkward. It's fine. We will activate Memorial to Folly to pick something back up here, and then we'll play Molderhulk next turn. What's going on, gamer? Thanks for the 9 months. I appreciate that. Welcome back. Thanks for keeping me employed here. A lot of history, opponent. That is a lot of history. Yep. All right, perfect. So I hit a second Molderhulk there on the Stitcher Supplier trigger. So I get to go ahead and Memorial back this other Hulk. And then we'll get to double Hulk next turn. Hey, Robin. Thanks for the brand new Prime support. Welcome, welcome. Thanks for being employed here. So I think because I have this other Memorial in play already, I'm going to go Hulk, bring back an untapped land rather than getting a Memorial back again here. And then play the other Molderhulk. And then this one will get the Memorial back. What's going on, Mr. Lifeguard? Yeah, we'll see. I'm gonna try doing 8 to 4 every day this week and see how it goes. Although Thursday, Friday, I'm probably gonna run late. I still plan to start about 8 a.m., but we have new cards on Thursday and Friday, so don't heroic reinforcements me. Yikes. Yikes. Am I dead? We're pretty close to dead here. So I get to do this and this. If I block like this, I'm taking 16. If I jump here, I take 9, 13. That's probably better. Need to rip a Finality here. Chupacabra is not terrible. It's definitely one that could maybe get us out of this. I get to kill a knight. Is it worth the 1 point of health? I mean, like, 3 and 4 is a pretty big difference when they have a bunch of 1/1s that can make more 1/1s. Yeah, the land drop for the turn means I can pick Chupacabra up, which is sweet. Yeah, if they don't have another reinforcements here, we could have a real shot. I don't know, do they have a Conclave Tribunal? They don't have fantastic attacks here. They could like put me to 2, which I guess is what they're doing. Are they dead? They're dead, right? They're like literally dead on board by paying 4. Wow, that's fantastic. That worked out well. Lead to Chupacabra, their blocker, and crack them for 12 here. That was a sweet game. Their draw was very good. That was really impressive. Molderhulk's a powerful card. That was sweet. The fact that like Stitcher Supplier had actual text that game was really fantastic for us. All right, so all these Plaguecrafters seem bad. This is not a Findbroker matchup. It's not an Immortal Sun matchup. I probably want to cut some number of Midnight Reaper, honestly. Just like, some of these are probably okay, but keeping all of them is probably a little bit loose. Harpooner's good if they have Healer Hawks and Aurelia. That's true. I might just want to drag the curve down, honestly. Find Finality and Molderhulk's probably enough top end that I don't need a Izoni. Yeah, Rexage is good against history. That's true. What are my trims though? Deathgorge Scavenger, like, while it gains health, it doesn't actually block profitably, which probably makes it not great. Golgari Raiders is a pretty aggressive card. I'm gonna try one of those. Let's give this a try. I think I want to keep some Reapers in my deck because, like, having a flow of cards to be able to, like, keep up while I'm trading one for one is good. Morning, Pinky. The children figured out how to pick the lock on the door. They have not. I'm new to Magic and I'm playing a lot of midrange. Is it true that midrange has a hard matchup against control, or am I just bad? It depends on how your deck is built. So generally speaking, midrange archetypes tend to be one of the most flexible that Magic has to offer. But usually, when you're building your midrange deck, you're choosing, especially game one, how you want to hedge your midrange deck, whether or not you want to build it so it's good against control or good against aggressive decks. And common logic is, in a format where there's equal parts aggro and midrange, aggro and control, you usually hedge your midrange deck against aggro game one. Look at that. That is super clean. Just like kill your history of Benalia, trade with the 2/2 that it made. That feels really good. Yeah, they mulliganed low, so like they really kind of needed that history to make up for what was going on here. Dragon Fire X, thank you very much for the brand new Prime support. Hope you're having a great Monday wherever you're at. Thanks for keeping me employed here. So, attacking with my Glowspore Shaman got me a little bit punished and saved the Marshal here. Sure. Yeah, punches. Just kind of staring down the barrel there. Me too, Marty. And apparently they don't go live until 11 Eastern on Thursday. So I was gonna do all arena on Thursday, but I'm gonna do a Magic Online League at the start of the day because we can't play with new cards until 10 a.m. CST. Morning, Project Swap. Move went really swell. We still have a couple things left at the old house that we have to clear out. We were hoping to get all moved over the weekend, but we got snowed in on Saturday, so... Yeah, they haven't posted the official details yet on the normal account. I tweeted at them and they said likely 10 a.m. CST Thursday. They said there should be an official announcement today. Yeah, you're gonna have to watch it, right? Because like I'm gonna be live when the update goes live. Like I plan to play a Magic Online League and then hopefully be updating Arena in the background. Current hand status not stellar. I don't know that Domri's gonna be good in a Jund style deck. Like the number of creatures you need in your deck for a Domri to be good is quite high. And Jund style decks generally need to play more answers than that. Opponent mulliganed low and then Rexage. Rexage buried their History of Benalia. Make sure to upload it to YouTube. Yep. You don't think Domri will see standard play? If I was a gambling man, I'd take the opposite on that. I think there's gonna be plenty of monster styles deck that want to play Domri. Card's very reasonable for the mana cost. It just won't likely see play in a Jund style deck, in my opinion. I don't have a link to a source offhand, but yeah, there's definitely going to be a new non-rotating format on Arena when rotation happens in the fall. Am I worthy to defend the realm? I think so, Gorbatron. Thank you for the 1 year of support. Welcome back. I knight thee, defender of the realm. Go forth and protect us from Twitch chat. We are coming at you live from the new base bit. We're a little bit yellow in the background now. Man, the top decks have not been kind. They've not been kind, chat. We're probably pretty buried here. What do you think of Drill Bits and Blue Black Pirates over Thought Erasure? I think it's much, much worse. And the reason why I think it's worse is Thought Erasure on 2 and the Thief of Sanity on 3 is one of your better curves. And with Drill Bit, you're not going to get to do that most of the time. Let's go ahead and move along with our lives here. Is part of what makes Standard so good the fact that every threat in the format has an answer? Yeah, that's part of it. Another part of it too is that like the biggest difference between like Standard and Modern, in my opinion, and I think it makes sense to draw a parallel to that because that's the other format that's popular and constructed outside of Standard, is that this Standard format is a little bit lower power level than Modern, which means there's less brutal combos and like less dying on like turn 2, 3, 4, etc. Better than Pandora's on random. What's going on, Demox? Thanks for the 10 months. Welcome back. Doesn't really feel like we have a lot of cards here for this matchup. Like Harpooner's not fantastic. I don't really have anything else in my bin that's good. Did you hear correctly on a YouTube video? Yeah, we're going to be on the front page every Monday through the remainder of the month. That's why I'm doing all Arena on Mondays for January. So 10 a.m., which is an hour and 45 minutes from now until noon Central Standard Time, we'll be on the front page again. I'm just going to do this. Pretty minimal in and out. Oh, look, it's that anniversary. I can say anything like, oh, cool, it's something. Almost to the sword. Thanks for the 5 months, Tap Plans. Welcome back. Thanks for keeping me around. Gross. Oh, this hand's so bad. It doesn't do anything. It just, like, literally doesn't do anything, right? Like, it needs to draw lands and it needs to draw spells. Sometimes the magic happens, chat. Sometimes Magic the Gathering rears its ugly head. Is my connection better at the new house, stupid desk, than the previous one? No, my connection at the new house is identical to my connection at the old one. I have 500 down, 100 up, which actually isn't even the fastest internet service they offer, but it's as much as I wanted to pay for. It was like another 20 bucks a month to like go to 1 gig down, 250 up, but I just like don't use it. Like my streaming computer is not even on a wired connection because like over my wireless I get like 150 Mbps, which is plenty. The deck subset, we called it Golgarbage, quite possibly. Yeah, my delay has always been short east of us. Even at the old house, my delay was like sub 5 seconds for people with reasonable connections. I did not look into gates yet, Admiral. Hope you get your server issues sorted, Tobogo. Yeah, I'm just gonna leave that there. Just play a Harpooner out. We can talk about that. What are the actual payoffs for gates? Like, I know that I saw there were some Gates Matters cards, but like, are there Gates Matters cards that, like, actually let you win the game or like make up for the fact that all of your lands are coming into play tapped? I think I'm gonna choop their choop and like smack them for 5 here. Just keep the board clear, pressure their health total a little bit. There's a burn spell for gates. That doesn't sound powerful enough. The Gates Matters cards are very draft centric. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if like the Gates Matters card are like waiting on a 3rd set.
No one knows the wilds like I do.
Morning, Darnia. Hope you feel better. Look a little naked there with the shield without a sword. Let's fix that. Mons, Goblin Raiders. This is almost lethal, right? I think we just ignore their thing. Boom. Why is Illinois so afraid of Stowe? Well, I mean, like, the roads in Illinois were real bad all day Saturday.
Balance comes.
Yeah, and if they find Finality, I get to stick the Molderhulk, so we're not just dead. Do you have it? Hopefully this is like count, concede. Excellent. Probably try to figure out if they can stay alive with the Scavenger plus Midnight Reaper, and they cannot. Someone commented that this card's gonna get to Riot sometime soon, and that does sound really sweet. Just like, get to play this with haste with a giant bunch of power. Yeah, Admiral, but like, in order for a deck to be playable, you need your payoffs to outweigh your downside, right? So like, what payoff are you getting explicitly for playing gates that makes the downside of playing a bunch of tap lands worthwhile? So like, sure, you get to play all 5 colors, but like, you could play all 5 colors without having a bunch of tap lands in your deck too. Yep, Sultai Midrange is on the docket for today. I'm planning, I might clear out all of the existing standard queue. Pirates might not get to Pirates today. We'll see. See how long we end up going. If we hold a good viewer count from the front page stint like we did last time, I might run extra late today. Man, the deck is not happy that I named it Golgarbage. It's just been like, you know what? I'm going to give you mono terrible hands. Those are some rookie numbers. Time me out. Thanks for the 3rd of a year, Squid Squad. Welcome back. I appreciate you keeping me employed here. They're the trash collectors of the Magic world, right? Alright, we had a land. Working out. To play our Midnight Reaper on 3 here. Be in a pretty good spot. Having Midnight Reaper in a pseudo mirror like this is pretty fantastic. Means when you trade in combat, you get to draw cards. You get like 1 for 0s, which is pretty strong. Midnight Reaper also makes cards like Stitcher Supplier a lot less embarrassing, so lets us draw a card. I'm not attacking with Merfolk Branchwalker because they'll just take 2, and I really don't want to trade Midnight Reapers with them. So, like, if I attacked the Merfolk Branch, I'd basically, like, be dealing 2 to them, but taking 3 on the backswing. If they attack here, I snap off the Branchwalker trade, but I don't really expect them to attack. Yeah, it wouldn't be a standard day if we weren't squeezing in some land destruction, right? Wow, that was awesome. Just straight up mills 6 creatures. God bless. Now that I have other blockers, I get to throw this Merfolk Branchwalker in here for freebie. We both draw cards here, which I think is fine for me. Makes my Molderhulk cheaper. Wonderful see like Kearney T here. Deathgorge Scavenger. That's pretty annoying, actually. Choop down. Choop up, and choop down. Choops. Poor little Chupacabra. Let's get frisky here. Under pressure. Boom, 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 ba-da-dum, boom. Boom, boom. Boom, 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 ba-da-dum, boom. Alright, Mons Goblin Raiders. So there's no land in my graveyard right now. I think I should go Hulk into Find. So that doesn't seem terrible. I guess that's not terrible. It feels a little bit bad not getting the land back, but I get like my Chupacabra plus the Deathgorge Scavenger of my own here. Seems fine. Mons Goblin Raiders got a little bit weaker here. Listen, goalie, I am an artist in more ways than one, okay? I'd have made a good DJ in an alternative timeline. There's still time. That's true. That's true. Maybe if being an internet meme doesn't pan out in the long term, we can always explore other options. A Tiger Splash. Excited to see some terrible flash decks of the new season. Love me some Tempo. Me too. Teamer, Bant. We're gonna put that Mystic Snake card in a bunch of different things here. It's a pretty easy chump block for me. I think the resource system in Magic leads to some incredibly frustrating non-games, but at the same time, the resource system in Magic allows for interesting deck building decisions to be made that just couldn't exist without the resource system as it is. How long was my hair in that throwback picture? More than 10 inches. It was real long. I guess this was a free attack, huh? Yeah, it was a mistake not to attack with this. I'm not blocking. I missed 3 points of damage here. I think Creeping Chill is okay fit into this deck. No, I don't think so. It like hurts your creature. Every card you put into a deck like this that's not a creature hurts your creature density, which is a big deal. Alright, Choopy. Get him. Raiders looking pretty scary here. Just been some other good ones there too. Ditched in Izoni and a Molderhulk. So I can pick up Hulk back the Memorial. Looking to be in a pretty good spot to grind them out here. Oh, I'm one land short, right? Let's start by attacking here. What's going on, Ilmarian? Good morning. Would there be merit to having Doom Whisper to push fights in the air and surveil, make easily like Blood Operative better than Deathgorge? Maybe? Interesting idea. I'm a big fan of Blood Operative in general. That card's sweet. Good old, who doesn't love a good old, fashioned loop. So I got my 6/6 here, and the next turn we're going to jam this 8/8 with haste. Everybody's favorite green mechanic. Let's start with Glowspore, actually. Make this even bigger. Driving in my car, beep beep. Hope no one wrecks into me. This little baby Carnage Tyrant. Just like sitting there all adorable and stuff. My creatures are huge, opponent. Huge. They're so big. They're big. Biggest creatures ever. Hey, do you have a Jade Light to go with that? I assume all roads lead to Rome here. Figure it out. I didn't count here, but I assume they're dead. As the person pressing attack with all, I am in no way obligated to count. Got him. This deck seems really sweet. There he is. Look at these quests, chat. We're going on a quest. Congrats on the new house. Can you please add an updated mono red Steamkin First Aider? Definitely adding up, will do. And in fact, you're gonna be a second copy of updated Steamkin. Updated Steam would actually be the first deck we play, and then you will give us a run back. So thank you very much for the very generous tier 3 resub at that. I think that deck's gonna be really sweet with the red card that draws 2 cards. Whoa, keepable 6. God bless. Imagine if we had a great 7, right? We definitely have not had great 7 so far today. I'm gonna bottom that because I've got both Glowspore and a Branchwalker here. And just like, you know, the chance to draw another land like that there. Hey, actually, so if you're looking for deck ideas with the new set, I've started filling in all the build-around deck ideas. There's like a dozen or so different deck ideas in the deck queue already with decklist linked. And one of the ones I was working on was green-black with Prime Speaker Xanathir. 12-hour new standard stream. I don't know about 12, but we're going to do a long one. Do 8, 9, 10, something like that. I plan to be live for like 10 hours or so on Thursday and Friday this week. All right, deck submissions for the aristocrats. Yep. Yeah, I have both a build-around submission for aristocrats as well as a specific list that someone sent in. My general rule of thumb is I don't Yeah, I've got Sultai Merfolk in there. You can see all the decks on my deck queue. So instead of asking is deck X in there, just take a peek. They're all sorted under the new standard right in there. Sorry, to go back to 12 hours, I generally don't commit to doing streams longer than 8 to 10 hours anymore, because I have a rule that, like, if I feel like I'm not making good content, I like to stop. Just like, because people pay me to play their decks, right? So like, if I get to a point where like I'm not playing well, I feel like I should stop. So I plan to be up for 10 hours on Thursday and Friday, and if I'm feeling good and feel like I'm still playing well, I will probably go longer than 10 hours, but gonna be a see how we are at the time. No, I know I'm never really big on 24-hour streams. I did straight through 24 hours a couple of times. Recently, we did a 22-hour for a pile of money, but honestly, the content's just not good, so I'd rather just, like, wait and make better content. Well, it's gonna be interesting to see if we can outgrind double Wild Growth Walker. Those are some big mamma jammas. I guess if we could find a Hulk here, we could be in an okay spot. I'm gonna throw a Stitcher Supplier in the garbage can here. Alright, there's a Molderhulk. So I can do this, and then I can end step, crack the Folly, pick the Hulk back up. I guess I could just do this, pick the Hulk back up too. I'm gonna do that actually. I guess I could grab Izoni here too. Yeah, let's do that actually, because if I hit the land drop naturally, I can just jam her next turn. Are there plans for the Lantern anniversary? Put my sub towards Bridgevine. Will do, Dougie. Thanks for the support. We should get through a good chunk of the standard or the modern and legacy queue tomorrow and Wednesday, because I'm doing Magic Online all day tomorrow and Wednesday, just to plow through it. And yeah, the viewer numbers pop up much quicker under Arena than Magic Online, Kyle. Magic Arena is popular. Honestly, I'm kind of surprised that the arena content, and it's definitely a testament to the standard format too, but like generally speaking, like this period of time right here, like right before the new set release, is when standard popularity tends to be at an all-time low. So, like, the fact that, like, standard and arena content is still light years more popular than modern and legacy, even when it's at its historically lowest time, is really impressive. The problem is I'm just, like, not beating this Vivian read, right? We're going to be on the front page from 10 a.m. till noon today. So starts in about 90 minutes. Bass, thanks for the 2-month resub. I really appreciate that. Welcome back. Thanks for keeping me employed here. And yeah, that was a Wicked reference. I did a lot of musical theater growing up. And Wicked was like the big play, the big Broadway play when I was doing a lot of theater. Yeah, I agree. We need a Chupacabra a lot sooner.
I've seen things that would break someone like you.
Would break someone like you. So they have 5 creatures here. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So if they play even one more creature, I can't pressure the Vivian, unfortunately. Yeah, let's just move on with our lives. Is Deckmaster bugged, or is it on your end? Oh, Deckmaster might be bugged, actually. Let me restart it here real quick. Oh, maybe it was just because I just finished. It might have been because I finished. Let me see. I have to be in a game to know if Deckmaster is working. It reports that it's connected. I restarted it anyways, just in case. I don't really have a lot of good stuff to sideboard here, like we talked about a second ago. I'm gonna bring in Trophy and the Carnage Tyrant, and I'm gonna trim these Plaguecrafters because they're kind of mediocre. What's going on, Erdian? Yeah, if I flew more, I would definitely pay for pre-check. I feel like if you fly more than like 2 or 3 times a year, paying for pre-check's worth the money. I don't know, I don't mind Harpooner just as like another body. Man, our 7s have been bad today. To whoever asked about Deckmaster, it does look to be connected. We are coming at you live from the new Hoogle home. That's an interesting comment, Tom. Yeah, I can see that. Just like being an okay matchup to bring in Soot. Nice, DD Helix. Yeah, I do all my streaming from a Linux computer, so you can see I have a weird audio issue that happens after I'm playing for a couple hours sometimes. That's like the only issue that actually playing the game has. That is not the land I wanted for Christmas. We're probably just dead here. They just like have the combo into Jadelight Ranger. I really don't have a catch-up mechanic. I guess if I like hit the land, I could chump block for a while and hit Chupacabra. No, I didn't change the lights. There's just natural light coming in from the window right now. Hey, Judge Advocate, thank you very much for the brand new Prime support. There's a lot of great people making a lot of great stuff on Twitch right now. Thanks for supporting mine this month with that. Alright, well, on the back of this Midnight Reaper, we might be able to pull through chump blocking. Depends if they have the Vraska's Contempt or not. Yeah, natural light is terrifying. And I actually don't have any window treatments on this window down here right now, so I don't have the option to not have natural light. I mean, I've actually really liked this deck so far from both our third match with it. It's felt pretty powerful when we, like, actually get to play Magic. It's like, this match we just kind of had 2 games in a row where just, like, Magic happened. I agree, Kyle. The fact, and this is something that I think a lot of people miss, like, the fact that what's his name? Matt Nass has an 80+% win rate at the Grand Prix. Like, Matt Nass is a great player, but like 80+% for an extended sample size should probably mean that that's too good. There's a lot of paper signing to own property. You're not wrong. When you said natural light, I just thought of the disappointing beer. Feels bad, man. Wow! We just milled 3 more non-lands. Brutal. I mean, I guess that's good. Yeah, we're done. On to the next one. Another non-land. Woof. Woof. Okay, look at all of our gold. We're up to 56,000 gold, chat. 56,000. We're gonna buy all the booster packs. Need to get the old credit card out and give Watsy $200 before Thursday. Get my gems all loaded up and good to go. fine. When does the new set come out on Arena? Thursday. Thursday at 10 a.m. Don't you spend your gold before buying gems? Sure, but 56,000 gold is not going to be enough to get a full playset of the new set. I care exactly 0 about what the colors of my walls are. Just couldn't care less. I actually have a couple of multicolored sound baffling panels that should be coming in the mail today. I'm gonna bin that for now. I'm really looking for a find. Yeah, and like I always buy the largest gem thing. So like if I, what is that? Is it the one with haste? Kicker enters the battlefield with tick, gain control of target creature. That's cute. My 1/1 for 1 seems real good here. Yeah, I'm not participating in the streamer thing because I didn't want to play best of 1. So I'm gonna be playing Modern and Legacy on Wednesday. For new players, for players new to different sets, do you think it's best to build decks that are pretty standard and just make small adjustments to them, or just build without a template? If you're new to Magic, you definitely should be. Well, it depends on what your goal is with Magic, I guess I should say. If you're new to Magic and your goal is to win as many games of Magic as possible, then you should probably be working off of decks that other people have built. How are you getting the new comments and commons? I believe you can import an 800 card deck list. I believe that is a legal play. I think we're pretty dead here. I mean, some people have fun winning Aimbot. There's nothing wrong with enjoying winning matches of Magic. Like, telling people not to enjoy matches of Magic is winning Magic just as wrong as tell people, you know, don't play Magic just, you know, without the goal to win as much as possible in mind. Like, again, Magic's great because it's a lot of things to a lot of different people. Don't try and tell people that the way they enjoy Magic is wrong. That's just silly. It's very narrow-minded. Doesn't seem like a Findbroker matchup. Definitely seems like a Harpooner matchup. Plaguecrafter could potentially be okay. Don't really know what they're doing yet. '65th. Woof. Someone's got to be 65th, right? It's a tough break for sure, though. What do we want to trim? The Forgers definitely seem good. Find Finality might just be a little bit clunky. I only enjoy losing while playing Control versus Aggro. Best of 1. Best of 1. Man, our 7s have been bad. Our 6s have not been much better. I played a slightly modified version of the red-white land destruction deck at FNM last week, and one of my opponents broke down in tears after our match was over. Do you have an opinion on the level of cutthroatness one should take to in-person Magic events? Well, I mean, you could argue that the red-white land destruction deck is a low level of cutthroatness because it's far from an established tier 1 archetype. Do people actually like Best of 1? Yeah, I mean, people play games for fun, so I assume one of the reasons why Best of 1's being played is because people enjoy it. You might not enjoy it, I don't enjoy it, but that doesn't mean other people don't enjoy it. Alright, you called my bluff. It wasn't a bluff. 17 months, B-Mick. Thank you for the 17-month resub. I appreciate that. Welcome back. I'm a disembodied voice. Ooh. All right, I'm back. How we doing? Maybe I should play the Harpooner there. I don't know. I've got like two Chupacabras in my hand. So like the fact that I have Chupacabras maybe means that I should just like play this out and attack. Yeah, I think it seems sweet, Wannabe Beetle. Like, and the key to a deck like that being very reasonable is just the fact that like Harpooner and the Fires are like both cards that are pretty playable on their own. So like you take the key to making something sweet is like taking two things that are individually powerful and then like putting them together, right? So that way when they come together and they're extra good together. This is the closest thing we've had to a playable summon. So, not gonna look a gift horse in the mouth here. We're just gonna go ahead and keep. It's like chocolate and peanut butter, right? They're fantastic apart. They're also great together. What's not to love? Please put 3 creatures in my bin, Glowspore. I appreciate you. That was 1 creature, I guess. Well, we're gonna need spells at some point. Sarkhan's, are we about to die to Sarkhan's unsealing? I feel like we might be about to die to Sarkhan's unsealing. Seasons don't feel the reaper. Do 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 do. They discarded a dragon earlier, right? That was last game. My face is the place, apparently. I like checking the yard, Tom. It makes me feel good. Lets me validate that the computer isn't lying to me, Tom. Don't you want to validate my feelings? I am a millennial. I need my feelings validated, okay? Are we about to just get triple blaze? I think we're about to get triple blaze. Just the old, you know what? We're gonna get this scavenger, and I think we're gonna eat our own creature. The best way to validate Jeff is to click sponsor links and use your Prime sub on his channel. Ain't that the truth? Alright. Are you dead yet? If they have a big creature... Alright. I guess they were dead regardless, huh? Do-do-do-do-do. Dunk. We are mostly moved, so we were planning to be all moved, but the snow delayed a little bit of things for us. So we got mostly moved Thursday, Friday. We had professional movers bring all our big stuff over Friday morning, and we did a few carloads between Thursday, Friday, and spent time unpacking, and then we did get snowed in. We did get snowed in Saturday, and then we dug my way out and went and bought a snowblower on Sunday. We got about 5 inches. I think we got about 8. We had a lot of really bad windows, so it drifted up into piles that were like multiple feet high at different points. Like I had to dig through 2 feet of snow to get out of my driveway. I agree. There is a reason why Declan refers to Magic Arena as the crash card game, and when he sees Magic Online, he asks me to load a different card game. Magic Online is also a crash card game, but in a different way. Does my mentality change when we're on the front page? No, I don't think so. I mean, the reason why I even have the opportunity to be on the front page is because I'm here doing what I do, right? So why would I do something different just because there's more folks? I don't think that makes a whole lot of sense. Just keep on keeping on. Alright, unfortunately, I think I need to discard this Immortal Sun. Just like, I'm likely gonna have my hand empty before I get to that. I guess if I would have got an untapped land with the Glowspore Shaman the previous turn, I would have been able to put Lethal into play this turn. But this is also the Ritual of Soot turn, which is kind of scary. So I assume we're getting Vraska's Contempt in. What's the conversion of bits to money? 1 bit is 1 penny, so 100 bits is $1. So I'm putting them on not having a Ritualist, because they would have played it. So I'm gonna go ahead and just play this out. They put 1 blocker into play, they're dead. So while this Harpooner could kill, you know, the 6/6 demon, it's also lethal just coming into play. Can I put my tier 3 sub towards green-red or green-red X Fire's deck in center? Definitely Beetle. I'll get that jotted down. Thanks for the support. Opponent playing blue-black control. Harpooner and Eldritch Reborn are probably both great. Rex Sage doesn't seem terrible. Carnage Tyrant seems great. How do we feel about cutting? Why are they shilling 500 bits for $7 as a deal? Because that's cheaper than the normal rate, J-Rod Lefty. Twitch has to take, Twitch takes their cut. I think that's better than the normal rate. I don't actually know what the normal rate is. I assume if they're shilling it as a deal, it's lower than the normal rate. Yeah, Twitch takes a cut on the front end. So, like, when someone donates $10 via PayPal, PayPal takes a cut, so I get less than $10. When someone cheers 1,000 bits, the fee's already been taken out on bits, so I actually get $10. What am I cutting here? I think it's just these Ravenous Chupacabras. They probably don't have many creatures, and the creatures that they have likely die to Kraul Harpooner. PayPal's cut is lower in the direct sense, but in the overall sense, there's a lot less security with PayPal. As a streamer, I definitely prefer bits. Like, it doesn't take many chargebacks to suddenly have lost a significant amount of money on PayPal. And PayPal chargebacks are really difficult to fight. You basically, any small business owner or someone who's doing a service-based system basically just gets boned by PayPal, but you just like don't really have a better alternative. And Twitch gives a discount on bits the more you buy usually, so like the more you pick up, the lower their cut is. The default budget deck in this current standard format is mono blue tempo. Does not require many rare or mythic cards. It's cheap in both paper and on Magic Arena. Let's put a 3-1 on the play to start. I don't think I want a memorial on top. Work deals with chargebacks all the time. We win maybe half, but it costs us the chargeback fee, the money, and the product. Yep. Just like one of your costs of business. How long does it take to get paid from Twitch for bits? I know they must reach $100 before you get paid, but after you hit the threshold, is it a 2-week wait or instant? You get paid out Twitch gets paid out 45 days after you hit that threshold. So for instance, I will get paid from Twitch for all of the money I make from subscription and bits in January, March 15th. There's a bit of a lag time there, but once you've been streaming full time for a while, like I get a direct deposit from Twitch every month on the 15th. It's just a little bit of a lag time. So like when you're first getting set up as you get full time, there's a small delay, but like once you've been doing this for a while, it like comes through consistently. Because like I obviously like bigger streamers hit that $100 threshold every month. I think I'm just supposed to play Harpooners here rather than play this out. I'm gonna feel like maybe I just play one. Yeah, I'm actually just gonna play one. Because if they play a 6/6 next turn, I really would rather not have that happen. What's going on, perps? Yeah, I think I'm testing my schedule this week. I'm gonna start at 8 AM every day this week, and if that goes well, I think that's gonna be my new normal. Morning SCTR. It wasn't too bad, Goalie, because, like, myself, for instance, personally, I didn't start streaming full-time until, like, it looked like the money was there. So it wasn't like I quit a job and then waited 2 months to get paid, right? I think I just Molderhulk while it's guaranteed to resolve here. Get my, my memorial back. Just wanted to say, I picked up the Harry's Razor recently. It's been very good for a close shave. Thanks for the ad. Thanks for the support, right, Cat? Thanks for checking out the sponsors. Yeah, they make a good product. Have a second PayPal dollar, put this towards Black White Angels. We'll do Lumbering Falls. Thanks for the biddies. It's kind of a mediocre ramp, right? Like, really, it's a grindy threat that, like, happens to ramp sometimes. Well, I have double Memorial in play, right? So, like, the Raiders are coming back. If I play the land, I can't play Raiders this turn still, so let's go ahead. What's going on, Shweddy? Morning. Hope you're doing all right. Hope you weathered the storm okay. God, imagine that thing had haste. You got my Harpooner. Alright, so let's crack Memorial and get back my hasty folks. Beep, beep. Alright. I assume something's getting Vraska's contempted here, and by something I mean the Molderhulk. Yeah, the decks in the stream title are the order in which I intend to play them. That was a really weird one to bounce, since I can replay it here. Yeah, the Harpooner with the new Kraul enchantment is going to be really sweet. An argument to lead on Plaguecrafter to make them discard and add one? No, I don't think so, Chucky. Because it's a 6/6 already, it doesn't increase the clock, and it leaves me open to making a decision post-combat like it did there. He bounces because one has haste and the other... I mean, it did matter, Orza, because the other one I got to replay that turn, whereas if they bounce the Raiders, they have a chance to draw a counterspell, potentially. What's going on, Totos? Whoa! Wild. This is what a keepable 7 looks like. When did we get on with Tempo Storm? Last weekend, actually. Still fairly recent. Tempo Storm has branched out into Magic the Gathering. A couple of the bigger orbs have branched out into Magic the Gathering, which is sweet. Nice to see the game advancing in that way. Put 2/1 counters, and each put one counter on each with the 2 target creatures you control. All right. I think I want a Glowspore plus tap land this turn so I can shock, play Chupacabra next turn. Have I had any interactions with Reynad? No, not really. We chatted briefly, because I DM'd him, because I saw he was playing the Modern Grand Prix. So I reached out and said, hey, if you wanted to talk about sideboarding stuff, I'm open to it. But he probably didn't appreciate my advice, because I really love Tireless Tracker in Green-Black Rock. And he had tweeted later in the weekend that he thought the card was unplayable. You know, teach their own. Second Kmetra. Brutal. I'm not sure that we're going to be able to beat this. Did I hit another... I did hit another Chupacabra. Okay, I've got that going for me. So I can play... this. I can play this. And then I get to Memorial back the Chupacabra and kill the Kmetra, but they're going to get to draw a couple of cards with it. I agree. I'm a big fan of Tracker in Green-Black. So we're eventually going to take this off the table. We'll see if we'll be able to recover from the advantage it's going to generate. Yeah, Kumena, I keep saying Kmetra. Kumena is very good on stalled boards for sure. Card names do the same thing as reading Twitch chat names. When you're reading lots of things in very short amounts of times and not looking at them, it's very easy for your brain to add letters, at least for me personally. Often do that. We'll see if they draw 2 cards here, put 1/1 counters on things. They might just like put 1/1 counters on their board here, which is like still pretty scary. They could tap 5 to put 1/1 counters on all their merfolk. What time do cool stuff articles typically go live? I think it's like an hour from now, like 11 a.m. 11 a.m. Central, 11 a.m. Eastern, 10 a.m. Central. I can attack with everything, which trades this for 5 points of damage. That doesn't seem like a particularly profitable attack. Alright, so we have 1 copy of Find Finality in our deck, 2 copies of Find Finality. I'm gonna take 1 draw at Find Finality. Alright, well, you know, no, I think we're actually still dead, but I think we're still dead is the issue, because like they get to put a 1/1 counter on every one of their fish, which saves Kamena, and it saves this, and it saves this. Yeah, I don't actually think this saves us. Because like what they're left over with is just like, yeah, I think it's like almost lethal on its own. Woof. Man, Merfolk with Breeding Pool is gonna be really scary. I am super excited to get to jam with that for sure. They have a lot of poopy Merfolk, so I'm gonna cut the Plaguecrafters. Immortal Sun is slow. Findbroker is slow. Raiders is probably pretty good just for like attacking in again and again. I'm gonna cut the Scavenger, like bring an extra Harpooners, just like a 3/2 to attack with. Yes, Burgle. Listen, the Merfolk are incredibly powerful, Burgle. Seems very good. They have no possible wraths to protect from. No, I think Izoni's fine. Like, our deck just puts creatures in the bin by merit of, like, what it's doing with the 3/1 and the Citrus Supplier. And past that, like, we can be trading in combat. I think Izoni's a really good go-over-the-top card. New cards release on Magic Arena at 10 a.m. Central on Thursday. Thursday at 10 a.m. I'm not going to attack with this because I would like to block the speaker. What is it about Breeding Pool that makes it so exciting for Merfolk? So, in Magic, having good resources adds a lot of consistency to your decks. So, Magic having dual lands that make your colors and come into play untapped by paying a little bit of life is a big deal because it adds a significant amount of consistency to the decks that can play them. Right now, decks like green-black and blue-black and stuff like that, decks that have those shock lands, these lands that deal 2 to you, it's a really big deal. What on earth does that do? Target creatures XX until a turn where X is its flying in XX. Alright, well that wasn't the land that I wanted for Christmas, so I think we're dead. Yeah, I could have theoretically attacked first. You're correct. My stuff was dying anyways. I should have attacked with everything. I did not give my opponent the opportunity to make a mistake. Alright, untapped land, and we're maybe in this game. Do you know if there's a reason why shock lands weren't all color combos automatically instead of waiting a set? Yeah, it's actually a really, really good reason. The reason why they... Oh, Harpooner could have jump blocked, huh? Whatever. The reason why they break up... The reason why they break up sets like that is because it allows the format to evolve as things go on. So like, just by virtue of adding better shocklands to the format, it opens up a wide range of new decks without even adding new spells, just because decks that were previously too inconsistent or clunky with tap lands now become better. It's a boost to everything. Everything that's color combinations that didn't have shocklands automatically gets some percentage points better in the new format. And that's even before you consider the fact that those color combinations are also getting powerful split cards and creatures and other spells that could potentially be very good. Alright, make a few land drops here. I think I'm putting the forest back on top. I'm gonna decline for now. If I miss a land draw next turn, this Glowspore Shaman can get the forest back. Even more sales across it. Sure. Greed could always be the answer. But I am saying that there is a non-greed answer, which is that it forces formats to evolve, just by virtue of adding and removing consistency to things. I'm gonna hang tight here again, since I hit my 4th land drop. I'd rather try and draw spells. I agree. Ravnica blocks do consistently have the best standard formats. Did we get the Wendy's promo back? Probably, I have no idea. That was a bounty board thing. Oh, we still have 7 power in play here that they need to deal with. Yes, greed and good game design are not mutually exclusive. That is, I concur with that assessment. Yeah, like, something that I think people miss a lot of time is that, like, variety is really important, right? So, like, having variety and, like, while this standard format's great, like, the fact that there's going to be forced change in what decks are good just by virtue of the new lands is really important. Waited for a live shout-out. You are now my longest relationship ever, no pressure. What's going on, Saw 3? As a heads up, and this is a good comment, especially for the people watching on YouTube in the future, if you have your Prime, and you definitely want that live shout-out, because live shout-outs are awesome, let's be honest, when you sub with Prime, you can still share the notification next time I'm online. So you don't have to wait till I'm online to sub or resub if you don't want to. And thanks for the 17 months, Saw 3. Also had a tip in there. Probably for a donation deck. Twitch should let me buy bits without Amazon Pay, so here's some real money instead for the Jund I showed you. Sounds good. In the future, please make sure to link the deck list in the donation message. I'll get it figured out for today, but in the future, please make sure you do that. Helps me stay organized. Does Baby Vraska have a place here? I don't know. What problem is she solving that we have? What issue is she helping us out with? Hey, GC200, thank you very much for the brand new Prime support. Welcome. There's a lot of great people making a lot of great stuff on Twitch right now. Thanks for supporting mine with that. This is definitely the Plaguecrafter matchup. The opponent's deck does not have a lot of creatures and Planeswalkers. Usually it's going to hit Teferi or something we care about. Yeah, Mythic constructed. I mean, they were upfront about what the prizes were for this season. Like, people keep talking about this current ranked season, like it sets the tone, and like this ranked season is going to be every other ranked season. This isn't even a real ranked season. It's a preseason test. That's why it's things like only best of 1 and not best of 3. They're figuring out if their rank up algorithm gives them the results that they're looking for before they actually make it meaningful. They have not announced any of the details about how ranked will change into the new season. So they're holding up a counterspell here. I think I'm just going to Glowspore Shaman post-combat. So, this is... My opponent's sequencing here actually gives us some valuable information. So, because my opponent took the hit from the Branchwalker and then sealed away at end step, tells me that they definitely have a 3-mana counterspell. And the reason why I know this is if they didn't have a 3-mana counterspell, they're at least representing one, they would have sealed away inside of combat. It's also possible I should play the Midnight Reaper on my turn 4 into a potential counterspell, just so they don't have a free window to jam Chemist's Insight like they did there. Sure, they could have a Syncopate or a Negate or a Scatter. They have a counterspell of some sort. Take my lands. Do I have any advice for building a playtest group? I play a lot of Magic. I don't know what specifics you're looking for. Answer. I feel like people constantly think there's like these really powerful shortcuts to getting better at Magic, and there aren't. The answer is always play more Magic. Blue-black does not have a lot of good ways to interact with enchantments. It's basically like just what's it called? They didn't take the bait, chat. They didn't take the bait. Dispersal kind of does it, and Dream Eater kind of does it.
Time for plan B.
Oh, I feel like this Plaguecrafter is gonna get counterspelled, unfortunately. Wow, Syncopate was the counter. Brutal. So I got punished for my choosing to sequence the Glowspore Shaman first. I played the Glowspore Shaman first because I wanted to potentially try and get a counterspell on the Glowspore, but it's definitely much worse against Syncopate there. Like, obviously I can't know which counterspell that they have access to.
Hold that thought.
How is it discipline on the counterspell, Chalky Chalkson? They literally didn't have the option to counter anything else that game. We played the first Midnight Reaper when they were tapped out, and then the Glowspore and second Midnight Reaper weren't targets for it. Yeah, fake base. So, on Mondays for the remainder of January, I'm going to be doing all Arena. And the reason for this is I am going to be on the front page of Twitch from... Oh, I can't. I was like, why can't I play this? There's an Excellence Binding. I'm going to be on the front page of Twitch from 10 a.m. till noon this morning. And being on the front page of Twitch while playing Magic Online seems like a giant waste. So tomorrow and Wednesday actually are going to be all Magic Online because the new set's releasing and I'm basically out of existing standard decks after today. I think I'm supposed to take this. There is a pre-release event that some streamers were invited to that happens on Wednesday, so just streamers will get new access to the new cards on Wednesday, and then the set releases for everyone on Magic Arena at what's it called? At 10 a.m. Central on Thursday. Yeah, in general, I'm doing some Arena and some Magic Online every day, but this week's a little bit different because the new set's releasing. So it makes sense to play more Modern and Legacy while we're low on standard decks than do a bunch of Standard after the new set releases. Is it possible to bump the tempo deck with Frilled Mystic after expansion to make a do-over? You mean like add it to the queue a second time? Definitely, Marion. We're pretty dead here. On to game 3. So they have Ixalan's Binding in their deck, so I'm going to bring in this last Thrashing Brontodon in. Kraul Harpooner. Red-White Land Destruction is up next, Voltaic. I stopped calling it Red-White Prison after the first day because it's not really a prison deck, it's just a control deck. So RNA releases earlier on Magic Online compared to Arena? Nope. I would double check the date that you're looking at for Magic Online. Hey, Anaronk, thank you very much for the Twitch Prime support. Welcome, Oka. You're shipping your Bezo bucks this way this month. CK Lau, $3.5 for your new house. Thank you for the 10th month in a row. I appreciate that. Twitch Prime definitely paid for a chunk of the down payment. God bless. God bless Bezo bucks. Yeah, they haven't said yet when they're changing how the things are calculated. It was supposed to be this month, but I haven't heard anything further about it. The classic 0/0 Golgari Raider. If I have 2 of these, I'm gonna play 1 and get a card out of their hand here. Played Red Green Dino at Wooster's and had a blast. Awesome, JMK. Thanks for the 9 months. I appreciate the 3/4 of a year. I don't want to go back to the trenches. The power of 3 power creatures. See if they have a draw to here. Revitalize, sure. Cricket with the 4-month resub. Thank you for the 3rd of a year. Welcome back. Hope you're having a good Monday. That's kind of rude. I do get to stick this Immortal Sun though, so we've got that going for us. Nice, Snoop Doge. 8 Wax Style Goblins? 8 Wax Style Goblins is really good in my experience. I've liked it a lot when we've played in the past. They have another binding? They could have another binding here. Wow, that's brutal. That's really lucky. They boarded kind of poorly there. Is this the only card that hits in my deck? This is the only card Invoke the Divine hits in my entire deck, right? Oh, I do have 1 Eldest Reborn. That's true. I have 1 Eldest Reborn. It's not even spooky to bring in Invoke the Divine in this matchup. It's just kind of wrong. Like, we don't have a lot of good targets for it. And, like, they have things like Ixalan's Binding and Teferi to, like, in case we do. Might have been expecting Journey to Eternity. Okay, I guess that's fair. I guess that's fair. No, I mean, I honestly, the Invoke the Divine means they're less likely to be sniping, in my opinion. Like, Invoke the Divine isn't a card you board in against us if you, like, look at the deck list. You look at what we're doing. The Deckmaster overlay shows you magic cards in whatever language your Twitch is set to. So, change your Twitch settings to a different language. Alright. Hey, lucky name. Thank you very much for the brand new Prime support. I really appreciate that. Welcome, welcome. Alright. So... I'm only gonna attack with one of these. I feel like I'm in a position where I can afford to play around Settle the Wreckage. They had an Invoke the Divine. I would encourage you to read Assassin's Trophy. I would encourage the folks in chat to read Assassin's Trophy. Literacy is a big problem in America. Would trophy the binding for Plaguecrafter? I guess that's fair. We could trophy the binding for the Plaguecrafter. That's interesting. Alright, well they have one card and we're drawing 4, so I like our chances. So you're saying there's a chance. This deck's got a sweet amount of grind to it. Yeah, I'm kind of saving the trophy on the binding for like when they get a Teferi, because like Teferi's their way to claw back into this game, right? They need card advantage to get into this game. Like even Nexus of Fate here doesn't really matter because they're not drawing multiple cards per turn. So like here's their out.
No, we need to move quickly.
So like, did you draw a counterspell? Or do I get to kill your Teferi? Hey, thanks for the tip, Bill Marion. I appreciate it. For a do-over with Bant Tempo, you know the drill. Keep up the extra work. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. I really hope that deck is good. All I want to do in life is play bad tempo decks. I guess maybe I should attack here first.
Enough.
What do I think Ginny would do in Modern? Be obnoxious and annoying? Cards like Jite and Punishing Fire are cards that like, they don't create interesting games of Magic. They're just tedious. Why not Second Plague to clear the card in hand? Why would I want to take a random card away from them? I'd much rather wait in case they draw another Teferi. Yeah, I think Green Sun Zenith is fine. Green Sun Zenith doesn't create tedious gameplay. The decks that Green Sun Zenith goes into aren't fantastic in Modern. Hey, Deathgorge Shaman did nothing wrong. I got them all the same day. Can I bump Spanish Inquisition? Definitely. And Nathan82, thank you for the brand new Prime support as well. And thanks for poking it on all those other Twitch Prime accounts. I appreciate it. I'd unban Pod, Twin, Stoneforge Mystic, Green Sun Zenith. I don't think I'd unban them all at the same time, because in general you don't want to change too many variables in an equation, because then it becomes hard to determine like why things are changing and like what's causing the outputs that you're getting. But in general, I think there's a lot of cards you can take off. So worth noting here, if I would have played the Thrashing Brontodon pre-combat there, I could have killed their seal away in response and potentially kept my stuff alive. One crazy unban? No, I think 2 is fine. I would unban 2 cards every 6 months. Wait, I'd unban 2 things, wait 6 months, see how it shakes out, unban 2 more if that's okay, etc., etc. How are we doing, folks? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Good morning. My name is Jeff Hoagland. If you're a new viewer, thanks for stopping in. If you're a returning viewer, welcome back. Glad I didn't scare you away. My main one didn't go through. Almost. Timeout. Hype. What's going on? Thanks for the 11 months on that one, though. If you find yourself enjoying my content here, I'm here playing Magic 30, 40, 50 hours a week. We do Arena almost every day, and we also play some older formats like Modern and Legacy and Magic Online on occasion. If you like what I do here, please consider subscribing to my channel like Loam is Love there just did. My subscribers are the people that keep me employed here full-time. I wouldn't be here day in and day out without their wonderful support. Past subscribing, you can also support my stuff by checking out some of my very wonderful sponsors. Harry's Razors would love to help you get that close, clean shave. Using code Jeff Hoagland at bit.ly/HoagleShave, you can save $5 on your brand new starter kit with them. Remember, chat, just because you have a nice beard doesn't mean you have to have a neck beard. Hurly Burly Studios would love to help you customize your Magic the Gathering collection. Using code Jeff10 at hurlyburlystudio.com, you can save 10% on all sorts of different Magic altars, such as border extensions and full art replacements. Cardsphere.com would love to help you turn your cards into other cards direct to the players. There's no haggling, and they just take a 1% fee off the top. And of course, Inked Gaming would love to help you customize your gaming experience. Using code Jeff12, you can save 12% on custom playmats, mousepads, binders, and bags with them. You can upload your own custom artwork or choose from the wide range of artwork that they have on their website. Anywho, I think we're going to wrap with Golgarbage here. I was actually really impressed with what this deck is doing. I see why a few people picked this up in relation to the more traditional green-black mid-range deck that's been going around. Stitcher Supplier is a card that I've been unimpressed with in a lot of decks, but it was really quite good in this archetype. Not only does this deck have a lot of creatures, so it's consistently acting as a good enabler for us, but between Molderhulk and the Memorial to Follies, like, it felt like we were doing meaningful things with that card. Things like Midnight Reaper and Plaguecrafter also kind of minimize the low impact of Stitcher Supplier, because, like, Midnight Reaper allows Stitcher Supplier to, like, chump in combat and then draw a card afterwards. I do not have a promo code for Cardsphere. Cardsphere just knows that we send people their way. Yeah, for a great service.